Hello and welcome to week 30 of the FrankenScrap Crochet Along, and this week we're making the Mayberry stitch. This is a pretty little stitch that makes almost like little bubbles on the front of your piece. That makes a really nice texture to it. So to start this piece, you're going to need a foundation chain of 26. And I'm just going to mark that last stitch. So in the third chain from your hook, you're going to make a single crochet. And I mark that last chain because the turning chain counts as our first single crochet. Now you're going to single crochet in every stitch across. So by the time you get to the end, you should have 25 stitches including that turning chain. So I'm just going to show you how to do a sample of the stitch here. Let's get to the end. And single crochet in the last stitch. So now I'm going to turn. And now I'm going to chain 2. Now this chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, but I'm doing this type of chain here because it helps balance out the piece, which you will see once we get going why that is. Right, so your first stitch is the next one. So into that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet, and this counts as your first stitch of the row. So we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the stitch after that you're going to make 2 half double crochet. Okay, skip the next stitch, and again we're going to make 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, we're going to continue that across the row. So after your 2 half double crochet, you skip a stitch and then make another 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. So I've got 2 stitches left. I'm going to skip the next stitch and make 2 half double crochet in my last stitch. Okay, so 2 half double crochet in the same stitch, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, and you do that all the way across, including in your final stitch. So there's 2 half double crochet in the last stitch of the row. So that's your row 2. We're going to turn and we're going to start row 3. So we start by making a chain 1. Doesn't count as a stitch. In the next stitch you're going to make a single crochet. This is your first stitch of row 3. And then we're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch as well. So in the next stitch we're going to make a single crochet bobble. Now to make my bobble stand out a little bit more, I yarn over first, which admittedly isn't normally done, but if I'm going to make a bobble I like them to pop. So yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over into the stitch again, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now don't pull up your loops high because it's going to make your threads loose in the bubble. So you should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. And on the side we're working on, you're not going to see anything. Your bubble will pop out on the other side. Okay, so all the texture will end up on the back. In the next stitch make a single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to make another single crochet bubble. Yarn over, hook into the next stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop. So 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, back into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. 5 loops on your hook. Now yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Then single crochet in the next stitch. So I just turn over there. There are your little bubbles. Okay. and this is the pattern for the rest of this row. Single crochet bubble, chain 1, single crochet bubble. You're going to keep doing this until you have 2 stitches left. And in those last 2 stitches you're going to make a single crochet and then turn. So you should have these delicate little bubbles. Okay. So the rest of the pattern is a repeat of rows 3 and 4, okay? And row 4 is just row 2 really. But I'll show you how it's done again. So this time on top of the bubbles. You're going to turn, chain 2. Your chain 2 does not count as your first stitch. Into that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. Mark that one. Skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch, which is the top of your bubble, you're going to make 2 half double crochet. 1 and 2, both into the same stitch. Skip the next stitch, and into the top of the next bubble you're going to make another 2 half double crochet. Okay, so into the top of every bubble you've got 2 half double crochet, you skip the single crochet and then make 2 half double crochet in the same stitch which is above that bubble. And you're going to do that all across the row, including in that last stitch. So I have 2 stitches left, I skip the next stitch, and into the last stitch I make 2 half double crochet. And that's the Mayberry stitch.
To complete your Mayberry piece, you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3 until you have 36 rows in total. Once you finish row 36, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to join this piece to the rest of your FrankenScrap. To see where this piece fits, for the full layout and all the joining instructions, click the link beneath this video and it will take you to the blog post where you can find all the information. And don't forget, if you need any help or have any questions, please do come to the Facebook group and ask away, and join in the chat with your fellow FrankenScrappers as well. So once you've joined, that's week 30 complete, and I shall see you next week for the next piece. Bye for now.